hello, and this is Hema Malini, and this is my husband Yogendran. We do a lot of videos in Tamil, but for a change we decided to do it in English, so as to reach the Indian diaspora. Well, we are basically, I'm a Singaporean and Yogendran is from India. He is the son of a popular South Indian playback singer Malaysia Vasudevan, and he's a singer himself. He sung for A.R. Rahman, even Shankar Raja, Ilayaraja, Bharatwaj, especially Bharatwaj, quite a few songs. So we've been married for 20 years, and quite a number of our friends were suggesting that we do some videos about our marriage, and I thought, why not now? Because we just had a fight in the car, and I thought, why not have a conversation about it?
Actually, it's not a fight. It was a one-sided conversation.
Okay, so the conversation we had, okay, it's going to be a little shaky, let me just adjust it. Yeah. So the conversation we had was, we now live in New Zealand, but we're visiting Singapore, visiting friends and family here, and it's very, very humid. The temperature outside at about 2:30 in the afternoon is 31.5 with a real feel of about 38 degrees. Okay, so it's really humid. So, and after living in India and in Singapore for many, many, many years, the one instruction that I've been giving Yugi for the past 20 years of our marriage is that please, when you get into the car, you start the engine and turn on the aircon first, which never happens. Never, never, never happens. He comes into the car, first thing he does is, his phone is actually clinically, it's surgically attached to his hand. So he sleeps with his phone, he wakes up with his phone, and so he gets into the car. The first thing he does is
most of them does it, right?
You think so?
Yeah. I think most of them, when they wake up, the first thing they see is their phone. Right?
20 years of training, and I've told him never interrupt me. So now I'm going to start again. So yeah. So the one thing he has to do is come into the car, start the engine and turn on the aircon, which he never does. He takes care of his phone, plugs it in first, and then adjusts his hair, whatever is left of it after the 20 years of marriage, and then he decides to turn on the engine. So these are the kind of things that we have arguments about. The other thing that I have always been, has been a challenge in this marriage is how he would never take directions. So I think a lot of you will actually resonate with what I'm saying.
Between the females.
A lot of guys, I do not know what's their obsession about taking instructions. You just have to stop and ask for direction. It becomes like taking instructions. And the guy could be telling you, okay, the first left and then the second right, but my husband will go, yeah, the first left, right? Yeah, I know the first left, and then the second right, correct? That's why he's like, he knew it all this while. We'll go around in circle for hours, and then finally when we get to the place, and it's usually on a holiday because we drive on our holidays. We do not go as tourists. We try to live wherever we go as the locals. So yeah, so that's one of the challenges about having a car in a marriage and having a phone come in between you and your marriage. Yogendran, is there anything you want to share?
No. There's one incident which actually just came in like a flash. The one trip we made to KL, and you were hungry, and I wanted to go to Nando's, and the Nando's was just right here, but we were like
going around in circles. The thing is that, you see, I'm a vegetarian, and my husband is a meatitarian, yes. So he needs meat whenever he eats. And after driving to KL from Singapore for about 3.5 hours, he decides to go to a meat place for lunch.
Nando's.
Yeah, so that kind of pissed me off. That was the first level, gear 1 of the trouble. And gear 2, he goes around in circles. Gear 3, he doesn't stop to ask for direction, despite the fact that I ask him to ask for directions. Sometimes the navigator, it just wants you to go around the world. So yeah, the navigator sometimes fails us. So that's our little expedition of riding the car in a marriage. So yeah, we will give you more videos about our lives, about our marriage, what were the challenges, like the real challenges, and how we have tolerated each other for 20 years, right? So yep, Have a fantastic 2019. This video is recorded in the month of January in 2019.
Yes.
We'll connect with you more in 2019. Thank you. Ciao.
Happy New
Bye-bye.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.